Welcome to WhiteBoyRadio. What the hell was that? That's Nick the Hat. It's how he looks like. In my humble opinion, people, look, not bright media at night got so butthurt about Chris Proudfoot on the panel the other night saying that I don't even know what Chris said. I was in the chat a little bit. Apparently Chris was on a few panels. He was on Illuminati's. He was on Queen Bee's. I don't know how long he was on these panels for. I was at work. I jumped in the chat on Clues chat, try to give him and Katie a little smirk, a little smile, bring them a tiny bit of joy if I could. She read my comment. I heard him chuckle. That's what the purpose was, but I wasn't there the entire chat to listen to everything, right? I actually have to put that into my watch later and go back and listen to both those lives. I am interested and nosy to see what all is said. This coming after Betty comes out of court, makes a big lie up about this big dramatic thing that happened at the courthouse, this and that, blah, 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 right? Anyways, he's talking about how he, and I'm paraphrasing again, I didn't hear it, how he, just like a lot of people, highly doubts blonde pubes, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and Not Bright Media have almost $500,000 as reward money. I mean, people, if you're watching this video, you probably doubt that as well. Well, maybe you think they do. I don't know. I'm not telling anybody how to think. You know how I make my opinion? Well, I know the IRS is looking for Dog. I know he's behind on his taxes. I know that they were making like a joke. The Fed's making a joke like, talk about a missing person. He's really hard to find. We might need a bounty hunter because we're trying to serve these papers, right? Because he owes a lot of back taxes. I mean, how does he just have $500,000 laying around, right? It's a little bit unbelievable, right? A little bit unbelievable. Then one goes to wonder, like, with somebody owing that much in back taxes, how are you even able to have this amount of money just sitting around, right? Where's it coming from? Is there fraud stuff involved, this and that? You're working with felons. You're working with people on active parole who are convicted of fraud, all types of stuff, people in different countries, weird, all types of stuff, right? There's a lot of doubt there, and anybody can feel that way. Maybe you have a whole different opinion about it. You're allowed to feel that way, right? But we know Not Bright, they get big butthurt, people. I mean, you start making like baby leg comments, cankles, you start doing this, they want to sue. I want to file a report. I need to file a report. Like straight male Karens, babies, man babies, right? It's like they went to the beach and got sand all up in their pussy, right? But they're literally watching Chris on panel and getting big mad, right? And the fact that they took the time to make this big chat GPT post on Twitter, right, is just comical, people. We have to laugh about it. Now, I'm going to read it here in a second, but God, these guys, if you ever read their post, okay, it's obviously Nick that's writing the post over there at Not Bright, and he's using chat GPT. It's like a big word salad of trying to sound smart type of paragraphs, and he'll like, they overdo it. It's like massive overkill. It's like a whole big old Bible of words just for like a little bit of information, right? Is overly saying the same thing. And it's not Hong because he can't speak a lick of English, right? In my humble opinion. I mean, I've seen him. He can't even spell flasher. But I mean, people or avocado. But it's just crazy, people. This is where we're at. Okay, there's no new information in the Sebastian Rogers case. That's why you didn't click on this video. We're here because Not Bright is ass hurt again. We know from the memes. We know from the baby legs. We know from the cankles. We know we know that there's massive ego over there, and they get big mad. They don't like people. They don't like us laughing. They don't like our memes. They don't like our jokes, and they want to sue everybody. Hide your kids. Hide your wives. Not Bright is suing everybody, right? Or they think they can. The thing is, it is in your opinion why Dog doesn't have the reward money. I just gave you my opinion of why Dog doesn't have the reward money, right? It is in your opinion that there's baby legs. It's in my opinion that they're cankles, right? These people that they don't like jokes, right? And they've came into a community where people talk about everything and dissect everything, and man, we break it all down over here. True crime, trauma, whatever the hell you want to label call it, man, we talk about it all. You can't just go suing people left and right for speech you don't like. And I mean, I say it's Chris's opinion about the reward money, but people, we might as well say it's facts. But the biggest irony of this whole post is they say, not Bright is actively seeking civil litigation. See, we can do it with civil litigation and see, well, we can actively seek civilly against Christopher Proudfoot. So they're a big butthurt about Chris saying that he doubts Blonde Pubes has a $500,000 laying around, right? And I guess they feel there's maybe some defamation in that from some odd reasoning of theirs, right? So the thinking is that Chris is defaming their agency, right, if you will. So in the post that they're crying about this, they go to defame Chris himself. I mean, you can't make it up, right? If they're crying about slander or defamation, that's literally what you're doing in the post you're crying about. They're like, not Bright. I'll read it here in a second. Not Bright is actively seeking. We're doing the job he was supposed to do. It's his fault. Like, whoa, where's all the evidence, right? And for that matter, that's their opinion, right? It's their opinion if they think that, right? But they can't just go suing everybody for speech they don't like. And the real dumbest thing about this is these people actively, like, literally harass Chris and Katie Proudfoot like daily on X, daily. And they have other socials too, but yeah, I see it mostly on X like you guys do. But that's all they harass. The stupidity and thinking that you would actually be able to bring him into a courtroom for your butthurtness is crazy. But if they did, they would be literally shooting themselves in the foot. Literally. In front of a judge. And by the way, speaking of judges in courtrooms, Pennsylvania, many years ago, for the OGs in this community, JLR, I've said this in my live before, but I want to say it on this video while we're talking about this topic. JLR was actively filing fraudulent lawsuit after fraudulent lawsuit after fraudulent lawsuit from a prison cell many, many years ago. This is no joke. He once tried to sue Britney Spears for giving him a boner. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records for lawsuits. He tried to sue people. I made a video about this. He tried to sue Donald Trump because he claimed Donald Trump took his virginity. He said that Donald Trump porked him. Okay? This is before 2016 when Trump ran. For all you JLR fans out there, get your facts right, because I have the court documented paperwork in a video. The point of me telling you this is, a judge in Pennsylvania said, you know what, man? Enough of this, dude. No more. It's over with. Zero. Stop. You cannot file any more fraudulent lawsuits in my courtroom ever again. The judge in Pennsylvania banned JLR for life. So JLR can never file a lawsuit in that county, whatever it is in Pennsylvania. I bring all this up because, you see what's happening on the YouTube streets with fraudulent lawsuits and what have you, and then people threatening to sue people because they don't think there's reward money. Would you guys, I'm really thinking about maybe possibly reaching out to that judge and maybe just giving some information to the judge because, Not Right resides there. And the judge has banned somebody before for fraudulent. And they know each other. have. Don't know if they're best friends or not anymore, but there's history there. Hey, man, it might be worth bringing up to that judge, because judges hang out with judges and judges mingle and talk. It's worth a thought. Leave it in the comments. All right, anyway, getting off subject. Not really, but really. So I'm going to bring you guys, and I'm actually going to bring you guys to Twitter, and we're going to read this together and close it out, just so you can see. I know a lot of you don't have Twitter. Also, leave in the comments. If you don't have Twitter and you appreciate when I show you the stuff on Twitter, leave it in the comments. I used to get those a lot. I think a lot of people are starting to download Twitter. Hopefully you are. Follow me at WhiteBoy. Salad time, people. Word salad time. Not bright. At Night responds to baseless claims by Chris Proudfoot regarding $447,000 reward for missing teen Sebastian Rogers. Hendersonville, Tennessee, at Night, in collaboration with Dog the Bounty Hunter, has issued a strong response to recent remarks made by Chris Proudfoot, the alleged stepfather of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian vanished from the Proudfoot residence on February 25th, 2024. Mr. Proudfoot has publicly mocked and belittled the reward offered for credible information leading to the recovery of his missing stepson, a reward that exists because of the failure under his roof. He has called it, quote, a joke, end quote, a remark as outrageous as it's revolting. Let it be crystal clear. This reward is real, active, and growing, backed by Dwayne, the Dog the Bounty Hunter, Chapman. At Night, and an expanding coalition of American citizens desperate to find a child who disappeared on Proudfoot's watch. For a man who has done nothing to advance the search, Mr. Proudfoot has no hesitation in undermining those who have given everything to it. He and his wife, Katie Proudfoot, have refused help, rejected direct offers from Dog the Bounty Hunter, lied about their cooperation, and aligned themselves with YouTube disruptors and conspiracy profiteers rather than true investigators, volunteers, or the public. Now, they insult the very people searching for their son. At Night is actively exploring civil legal options against Mr. and Mrs. Proudfoot for their defamatory conduct, willful representation, and interference with the search of Sebastian. Their repeated lies and coordinated distractions have placed legitimate efforts and the safety of the public in harm's way. If Sebastian was kidnapped, it means that a predator still lurks in the streets of Sumner County. This is not merely negligent, it's dangerous. We will not tolerate it. Every dollar of this reward represents urgency, action, and a commitment to those who refuse to let the 16-year-old boy vanish without a fight. If the Proudfoots are incapable of supporting this effort, the least they can do is refrain from spreading misinformation. If you have firsthand verified information regarding Sebastian's disappearance, call your police department or the TBI. Don't call Dog the Bounty Hunter. As you can see, this is a joke, and it's defamatory itself at Chris. I mean, in the very first sentence, it's crazy. But people, this is your Not Bright Media. How dare you say something to hurt their feelings? Until the next one.